Today, it's time for a surprise, a taco bake surprise. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Angry Vegan Bear. Yes, check out what's going on with the facial hair. Something a little different. Got a horseshoe mustache going on here. And this is also called the biker mustache. And these are called the pipes. What do you think of the pipes? I'm gonna give it a couple weeks to grow in and see what it looks like. But I want to do a different facial hair look every month. So if you have a favorite one, let me know in the comments down below and I'll look it up and try it out. But I really don't like to do the clean shaven look. So give me something with a little facial hair on there. But I have a whole list of them. So we're gonna see what happens with that. Today, we are making one of my favorite things to make. I treat myself to it maybe once a year, but I have never made it completely vegan. And today, this is going to be obviously completely vegan. So I call it Taco Bake Surprise. You may know it as taco pie or taco casserole. I think I've seen it called Dorito casserole, but it is so delicious and I'm excited to see how it turns out vegan. Okay, so for this recipe, it gets a crescent dough crust. And to make that, I actually made it from scratch, and this is how I did that. Okay, the first thing I did was add a half a cup of warm water to a small bowl. Then I added the active dry yeast. This was a 2 1/4 teaspoon of dry yeast, and this is what usually comes in the packets that you get in the grocery store. Just stir that up a little, and I'm going to let that sit for 5 minutes at least. Okay, so now it's time to make the dough. So this calls for 1 1/4 cup of soy milk, and I am using almond milk here. Next, I'm going to put in 5 tablespoons of vegetable oil. That is a lot of oil. And next I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is an organic sugar. And a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to mix this so it mixes well together. And I'm going to swap out my mixer attachment for my dough hook attachment. I don't think I've ever used this. And now I'm going to start adding the flour. And I don't know why I was adding it like this. I was making a big mess.
This will call for 3 to 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and I put 4 cups in. And it looks like it took me 2 times to realize that stopping it and putting the flour in was probably the best way. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, as I'm looking on my counter, oh, the yeast is still in the bowl. When do I put the yeast in? Because it wasn't very clear on the directions. So I decided to put my yeast in after it mixed up quite a bit. And this all actually turned out quite well. So no problems with putting the yeast in now. And I'm just going to mix it up some more. Make sure that it is ready to go. And my last cup of flour, I actually added a little more earlier that you didn't see on the video, but that was 4 cups.
Okay, I didn't think this was going to work, but it did. My dough has risen. I'm excited. Okay, now let me put the camera down. Okay. All right. Can you see it? Okay, good. Okay, so now punch it down. All right, and then so I'm gonna use my clean countertop. It is clean. All right. The recipe I have, it's to cut it into shapes big enough for crescent rolls. But I am covering an entire 9x13 pan with this. So I am just going to roll it out to fit that pan. So look at my nifty roller here. You just take off the ring that matches the thickness of dough you want. And I guess I want mine to be what it's at. So this actually works out. And I think this is, how does it say? I haven't used this yet. I think this is a 1/2 inch thick. So let's see how that does. So we're gonna roll it out. Okay. Now it's not sticking to my countertop. So that's good. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna go this way now. Okay, we're getting there. You know, I should just take these off for now, because honestly, I just need the roller part. I don't need, and my dough is gonna be wider than those pieces. So this is just to roll it out. This is working much better. Okay. Okay, now what we want to do is transfer this to our pan. And our pan, let me just bring the pan over and see if it is going to fit in there. Oh, we're getting there. Go this way some more. Oh, this is great. I didn't think this was going to turn out. I have never really made a dough like this. So this is going to be great. Okay, don't stick to my counter. Okay, good. It's not sticking to the counter. That's fantastic. All right, so you want to grease your pan very well. So I have some cooking spray here. All right. Now, how am I going to transfer this over? Let's try just picking it up. It's okay if some of it falls apart even. Oh, look at that. Perfect. That actually worked out pretty well. I gotta pick it up a little bit and move it around, but oh my gosh. You know, when I've made this in the past, I've used the Crescent dough that you buy in the store that's in the roll, and you gotta like crack it open. And then that's like perforated, and I had to sort of connect all the pieces together. I didn't take it apart, but still there were holes in it, and you gotta kind of pinch it together, but okay, well that is baking. I'm going to start the meat. And I have some Beyond Meat here. This is my go-to meat that I prefer. It is a pea-based meat, and I think it's really good. And this will be the first time I've used it in this recipe. So let's try it out. Okay, I'm gonna put my pan on medium, a little higher than medium, because my meat is still a little frozen. And I'm gonna pour about, let me get a lid here. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of vegetable oil in the pan. And so this meat, this packet of it is equivalent to a pound. And I'm actually using a little more than that. I'm using 2 additional of the Beyond burgers that are just I'm gonna chop them up while they're in the pan. These will make an additional ½ pound in the pan. All right, now that that's in there, we're just gonna let that heat up a little until we can chop it up some more. Okay, so the meat is heating up. The dough is, it's getting puffy, so I'm probably gonna take that out at about 6 minutes. Yeah, another minute on that. So the next thing I wanna do is I have these Nacho flavored chips, and we're going to crush these up. Okay, so I have a large freezer bag here, and I'm gonna put the Nacho flavored chips into the bag, And these are vegan nacho chips. All right. This is fun. So this is the stress reliever part of the recipe right here. You know, I haven't tried one of these. I want to try one. Oh! These will be perfect. They taste just like the brand. Look at this, I can use my rolling pin. Hey, how about ASMR for this, huh? Did you hear that? I'm crushing the chips. Oh, they're so delicious. Oh, look how much they're getting crushed. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Okay, done with that. All right, now we have that ready. Our meat is getting warm. The next step, I mean, really, I could do anything. What should I do? I know. So this is going to be part of the filling. And the filling, we're actually going to do layers. So I got black olives here. And the good thing about this recipe is really you can put whatever you want in it. This is a nut chopper, I believe is what it's mainly used for, but I chop up my black olives with this also. See how chopped they're getting? Hey, this could be a little ASMR too, right? Chopping the black olives. Look at that. That's great. I'm probably going to need more than that, but let's just go with that right now. I needed to get taco seasoning because we're going to put that in the meat. And I had so many spices that I was like, can I make my own taco seasoning? I've never done that. So I looked up the recipe and I'll put it in the description below. But I did it. Check it out. I made my own taco seasoning. So I doubled the recipe down below for the taco seasoning. And the only thing I would do differently is put less red pepper, crushed red pepper flakes in it, because it made it kind of spicy, and I didn't want it that spicy. So, but this is okay. I added a little more stuff later on so it wouldn't be so spicy, but it's taco seasoning. It's amazing. I didn't know you could make that yourself. I usually went out and got the little packets. So that's done. We got our black olives here. We got our crushed nacho chips. And oh, let me show you the what came out of the oven with the dough. It doesn't take long. It already has some nice color to it. Look at that. And then our filling, all of our filling is just gonna go right in there. So this is turning out fantastic. I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna leave that over here for now. We can check on our meat, see if it's ready for our taco seasoning. So this meat, this product, Beyond Burger, is the one that I like. you can see that it is kind of red, like red meat. And that, I believe, is the beet juice that is in the meat. But this is turning out fantastic. I'm gonna let this cook up a little more, a little longer. Okay, now I'm going to add the taco seasoning. Oh, I'm excited about this. Yum! Great. Oh, yum. Look at that. It might be a little too much taco seasoning, but that's okay. Oh, I can smell it. It smells so good. And we're just gonna let that hang out. Okay, I've taken the meat out of the pan and that is done. And now I'm going to cut this onion up with the mandolin, my favorite tool. All right, so, and I have this on the larger setting, so it's bigger than minced, so I forget what they call it, but oh, this is a big onion. So let's look at that. Yep. Perfect. And then I'm going to put this in our pan where the meat was to kind of soak up the leftover juices. We're going to put our onion in there and just cook it up a little bit. We have our onion cooking up, and I am actually going to add the meat back to this and just combine these two ingredients. Oh, this looks so good. So we have our meat, our taco seasoning, and the onions all together. All right, we are ready to assemble this. Look at how this crust turned out. It turned out great. So the first thing we're gonna put down is our crushed nacho chips. And I'm gonna suggest, just because of this brand, that I would get 2 bags of it, because there doesn't seem to be enough here. I would want a little more, but we'll see. Okay, next we're going to put down our meat mixture. Onion. Oops. spread that around. Next, we're going to put down some of our black olives. And I cut up some more of those. All right. And now we have some vegan cheese we're gonna use as our next layer. I got some more of this. This is going to go into your oven at 350 degrees. And I'm going to put foil around the sides. I got my foil ready. (350 degrees) for 20 minutes. And then take the foil off and put it in for another 10. That's what I'm gonna do and see how it turns out. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay. Put that on there. All right, we're going to cut up, actually, I already cut up some tomatoes, but some fresh vegetables to put on top of our taco bake surprise. So we're going to do avocado, tomatoes, and lettuce. All right, so let's take our avocado out of the skin. Oops. And a little part right there. I really love avocado. This is really going to be delicious on top of the taco bake surprise. Okay, so we have some shredded lettuce and some tomato and avocado for our topping. And I also have some tofu sour cream. This is gonna be so good. Okay, it's done. Check that out. Yum. Oh, I cannot wait to bite into this. Okay, it's time to cut into our taco bake surprise. All right, let's see. I'm going to get a corner here. All right, now we're gonna add some toppings on here. Some lettuce, avocado. Whoops. Oh, yum. And I have some homemade salsa that I'm just going to put on top. And our tofutti sour cream. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, it's time to taste this craziness. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Oh, how am I gonna get everything in one bite? I don't think I can do it. All right, I have some crust, I have some filling, I have a tomato. Yum, 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 yum. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. I taste the taco seasoning, the chips, the nacho chips. The crust is baked nicely. It's crispy around the top. Wow. Oh, this is so good. And to have the fresh veggies on top, the avocado, the lettuce, tomatoes, and the sour cream and the hot sauce. Taco baked surprise, right? Oh, it's so good. Okay, I will put the recipe in the description below with all of the other things I made, the dough, the taco seasoning, and the main recipe. Please subscribe to my channel. Thumbs me up down below. Share this video with your friends. And, this is so good. I'm gonna finish this, and I really hope you try it. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Bye, everybody.